Today's episode is brought to you by Quip. Get your teeth brushed right for the holiday season. You got stuff to do this week, and let me tell you, you're going to want your teeth to be awesome. Also, we're brought to you by Calm. Calm is an incredible resource on your phone. It is the #1 app to help you meditate, sleep, and relax. I can't wait to talk about this. I can't wait to talk about it today. So with that said, let's jump into this podcast.
Hello, everybody! It's time for Quip and Calm.
Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up! It's up next Crendor in the morning.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Hey, Christmas time is gone.
You have to sing it sad, like really sad. Christmas. That song is so sad. Christmas time is here. I know it's supposed to be like, I don't know. Charlie Brown's just depressing. The whole thing's depressing.
I like Snoopy. He's fun.
Snoopy's the only one who isn't suffering from mild seasonal depression in every single one of those specials.
Yeah, it's actually
Peanuts
very
gang.
true.
The Peanuts gang is just brutal to each other.
Yeah, just because. There's like no reason to be.
I guess that means they're good friends.
That's true. But I mean, hey, Christmas time's gone, and I'm fine with it because we're moving out of 2018.
That's true. We're finally moving on. I'm moving on so much that I'm recording this at my house in what I think is the most echoiest room ever. So if you hear me like hitting a desk or this is a different setup for me. I just like keep hitting things. I'm walking into things. I ain't gonna worry about editing.
Dude.
It's just it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll work itself out. Listen, people have listened to this at far worse quality.
Yeah, the kids will be fine at home with their audio files. There's no one's listening to this with like a $500 headphone.
There's definitely one person.
What are you doing? Why? We're not the Beatles.
They're probably like an audio
You're not going to pick up
specialist.
like other notes. It's not going to be there.
It's an audio specialist, and then they just analyze all audio, and they work for like a giant corporation like Sony. That's probably their job. But you know what? Plug in different headphones. You probably got other ones.
Hey, idiot. Yeah, for this one time, just plug in something different.
Yeah. Come on.
How's it going with you? What's going on?
It's going all right. It was let's see. Yeah, I'm just happy to get out of 2018, the year of the gallbladder and buff door and no toenails. I'm ready to move on.
What does 2019 hold for you? What do you think 2019 holds for you? I'm very curious.
Even a bigger buff door.
What does that look like in your head? How do you imagine that? Because in my mind, I think when you say buff door, you mean like wide, like a big wide buff dude. But I see you more as like trapped under a boulder because you tried to climb a mountain buff door. You know, like that lean fit.
It'll be like the Hulk. It'll be like me transforming into the Hulk, but instead of a giant green man, it'll be like a slightly smaller Hulk that's like a sloth.
I mean, sure. Yeah, I'm not even gonna fight that. You're right.
I'll just
You're
be
right.
like, "Whoa," but I can only move at like a very slow pace as well.
Sure. I mean, as you do.
Yeah. But the thing is, all right, this is my superpower. I can't control that, but when someone like irritates me or like I get angry, then I get fast, like a bear or something. But otherwise, I have to move slow.
Like a bear or something.
Let's see. Well, what else? Oh yeah, Toaster Woman's mom visited, so we
That's
were
very
watching a lot of
nice.
movies.
What'd you watch?
We watched the what's the Thor movie? Ragnarok. I never saw that. That was pretty all right. I enjoyed it. We saw like Garfield. Oh my god, you remember Garfield Christmas and Thanksgiving?
Nope, I do
And,
not.
oh my god, you missed out then. Garfield's
Clearly.
classic. The humor holds up. It's great.
I don't know that I believe that.
I'm telling you. Find it online. Listen, you were watching Christmas Claymation.
First off,
That was-
yes, and second off, that's way better than Garfield. That holds up. Holds up.
Garfield also holds up. All right. it's you might think like, oh, it's Garfield, it's a kid cat, but really, it's not. He dives into the deep problems of society as well as our mental health.
What are the deep problems of society?
Let's see.
According to Garfield, the world according to Garf is what we're basically asking.
Garfield's a cat, right? So he just wants to eat food.
Lasagna.
And yeah, lasagna. And so like in the one Thanksgiving, they put him on a diet, and he's like, I don't want to go on a diet. And then it's him trying to get food the whole episode, but Odie's got his whistle, and whenever he tries to get food, he's like, Poot! And then he's like, Odie, get out of here! I'm trying to eat. And then by the end of it, they just let him eat. He's very happy.
What was the moral of that, you think? What was the takeaway?
Well, the other side plot is that John, the owner, goes on a date with the vet for Thanksgiving. So you got that happening, and she gets very bored. But then the grandma comes over to cook Thanksgiving for him, and she thinks John's cooking it. But really, the grandma cooks it. And then Garfield's just trying to get food the whole time.
So did John end up with the vet, or did the vet leave John forever?
The vet finds John very annoying, but then she's like, hey, that wasn't too bad. And then it's a constant, like, John is like, hey, maybe next time we'll actually get married or something.
What?
John's always, yeah, he's always, like, really out there.
John, you're a little needy, John.
Yeah, well, at the one point, they go to the vet, and he's like, I'm not going to date you. Or she's like, I'm not going to date you. And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to hold my breath until you ask me out. And then he does it, and then he almost passes out. And I was like, that's kind of weird.
That's the kind of person I would be like, no, I'm just going to call the police. Probably should see another vet.
Yeah, but it's Garfield. So you're like, hey.
You're right, it's Garfield.
And then Garfield is just like, sorry about him. He's dumb. It's pretty funny. Garfield's just sarcastic and dry. He's a good cat. I like him. I used to collect all the Garfield comic books.
I'm sorry. Can we just like time out for a minute? I love that you're like,
right.
He's sarcastic and dry, and I love him. And that's sort of just, are you the Garfield to my Odie? Is that what we're finding out?
I think so.
Wow.
I'm definitely a Garfield.
I'm definitely an Odie. Maybe I'm more of a normal.
Oh yeah, you probably are.
I'm a normal, yeah.
Let's see, and then I just watched a lot of TV stuff. Went out to eat. Oh my god, I got my Chipotle chicken pasta.
I saw your tweets. I was disgusted.
Still held up.
Disgusted.
Still held up.
It did not
and
look
it
appetizing.
gave me like 3 meals out of it.
Did not look appetizing. I was not okay with that.
You missed out then.
You know what?
Some cheesecake. Pretty good. And now tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Well, I guess today will be New Year's Eve.
Technically, yeah.
And wowee. We got one more day. G-Mart's going to come over, and we're just going to watch really bad stuff.
That's
like,
beautiful.
Ninja's Fortnite stream.
What a solid roast by you. I will not be watching that at all.
I don't watch any big YouTube people. That's my thing. Like, there's very few YouTube and Twitch people I watch.
Sure.
I don't even watch my friends that much.
I'm aware of this, but I don't either.
I talk to them all the time.
Yeah, I don't. I had this conversation with someone the other day. I don't remember who it was, but someone was like, "You never like anything that I post, or you never like interact." And I was just like, "Because I see you."
Yeah.
And I'll tell you if I like it. And I get the weirdest looks, like, because I don't interact with you online, I don't actually like you. But I'm like, I talk with you in person. Like, please note, every one of my friends, rarely do the people that I respond to and talk to on the internet are mostly people I never actually see.
Yeah.
And the people that I do talk to, most of the time, I don't talk to them online because I'm like, I'll just tell you that I think that was funny when I see you in person. Or I like talk to you in chat. Like, I don't need to like everything you do. And then I feel obligated. If someone starts liking my stuff, I feel obligated to give them like a heart every once in a while because I want them to think that I care. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't want to have to do this. This is a lot of commitment. This is too much for me.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, I watch like very few things, and I like it that way. Here's what I watch, like sports. All right, that's my main thing that I watch. Hold on, where's my Twitch following? I watch EXBC a lot. Sometimes I'll watch those like Twitch streams where they're like, hey, we're playing Inspector Gadget, and I'm like, all right, I'll watch that. Like, I follow a lot of people, but I don't really watch. like in any of them.
Yeah, I don't watch many people either. I get it.
Yeah, and then on YouTube I watch some people. There's one dude, the report of the week. He just does like food reviews of like, this is the report of the week. Today we'll be reviewing a Big Mac, and I'm like, all right. And I just watch him review the food, but it's kind of funny.
Most of what I've watched, if you go back, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to go look at my YouTube watch history right now just to show you how weird and how little my actual watch history is. Because
All
I
right.
don't... The last thing I watched was 10 Unsettling Solutions to the Fermi Paradox, which is about the question of if we're alone in the universe or not. And how...
Shit, dude.
Why we haven't contacted another alien race yet. And if it means that there aren't aliens and we're alone, like that kind of thing. Before that, I listened to Tatsuro Yamashita, the entire For You album. Before that, I had the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack on. Before that, I had Bronze Badass Funniest Lines and Savage Insults from Game of Thrones. Before that, I had Careless Whisper Saxophone Loop 10-hour challenge. Before that, I had one of my own videos because I was doing Fan Friday, and I guess I watched it. Before that was Blood Raven. What's the Three-Eyed Raven's secret plan in Game of Thrones? Before that, I had The Doom of Valyria. What destroyed Daenerys and Jon's ancestors? Before that, I had Game of Thrones Season 8 Dragonstone teaser explained. Before that, I had How many pennies to cast a sword? Before that, I had Steve Harvey is stunned. Amazing comeback in Family Feud. Before that, I had Boots Void, the creepiest place in the universe, which was another one of those like weird space videos.
Right.
Before that, I had Most Viewed Instant Karma Videos 2018 Best Instant Justice Compilation. Before that, I had Funniest Fast Money on Family Feuds, then Top 10 Funniest Family Feud Moments, 5 Unexpected Family Feud Answers, Unforgettable Family Feud Answers, 2018's Greatest Family Feud Moments, right? 10 Strange Things Found Frozen in the Ice in Antarctica, and then a bunch of like Experiment Glow 1000 Degree Metal Ball versus like 80 things, and that's like it keeps scrolling back, and then eventually I get to more Steve Harvey, and then like 12 episodes of Hell's Kitchen season 14. That's what I watched on the internet. People are like, did you watch this video? Did you see this guy's video? Unless it's Steve Harvey, probably not. Right? Unless it was Steve Harvey's video, probably not.
Let me show you mine. We've got Molly makes classic Caesar salad, bon appetit. Carla makes instant pot ribs, bon appetit. Maru and Hannah, the cats. That's a good one. Here's some of my own videos, like non-content. Ragnaros are a lie. Bulls game, Bulls highlights, recap, Bulls versus Wizards. Because I don't want to watch the full game.
Sure.
They're like playing bad, so I just watch the highlights. I'm gonna put some up there. Stretches and exercise. We've got our Papa John's free cheese sticks. We're selling your soul. Like I don't even want to buy Papa John's cheese sticks, but the dude reviewed them.
You
and I
gotta
was
watch
like,
it.
well,
Yeah, I
wanna
get
watch
it.
this
I
review.
get it.
Crab rave, cozy jazz and bossa nova music fought with fireplace 24/7 live stream.
Oh, that was right there. That was Christmas.
Yeah, that's a good Christmas chill out. Cox and Crendor, rockin' baby Jesus.
That was a good episode.
That's a good one. Fear Factor moments. Oh yeah, someone linked a Fear Factor thing. I was like,
Let's
wow.
point out that Rockin' Baby Jesus was the last episode. So what you've said so far has just been in the last week. That's how little you've watched. For me, I went back a month's worth of videos. That's what I've watched in the last month was what I listed off. We don't watch much YouTube. When you're on YouTube, you don't have time to actually watch YouTube. It's just a fact.
Yeah, because it's like the only time you watch is like there's like some stuff, and then you're like, I gotta make a video, or I gotta stream, or I got other stuff to do in real life, or I gotta like, I don't know.
That's why I appreciate all those people who make reaction videos, or like people hate them, and I guess they hate them because they like are making cheap content. But I appreciate that. And the people who like are constantly in on drama, like I don't like those videos. I'll never do that, but I have to appreciate their hustle because they must never get off the internet.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
No, I can't either. Can't do it. I'd rather make less money but have my mental sanity.
Exactly. People are like, you could be making more if you just did this and this. I'm like, or Instead, I could go home and just not.
Yeah.
And they look at me like I'm crazy.
It's one of those things where it's like you could have a million subs. Well, it's like, well, then what? You hit a million subs, you're like, hey, there it is. And then you're like, well, now what? And they're like, now you hit 2 million.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just have that perception that success to them is sort of like it's like one of those like keeping up with the Johnsons or whatever the hell that is, where like,
yeah,
well, I hung out with a YouTuber who had this, and this, and I want that too. And it's like,
yeah.
Do you need it though? Like, I feel like a lot of people are just caught up in the grind, and the older I get, the less I'm like, I don't give a damn.
I think that's what it is. We're just getting old, and there's still a lot of people getting into this, and they're all young. They got life.
Can I tell? Oh my god! Speaking of which, so I had to write this down. Let me find this. I had to write this down. This happened on the 27th. I drive into the Starbucks parking lot, and it's a drive-through Starbucks. So I usually go through the drive-through and then go into the office and work. And so I pull in. There's a guy in front of me, and there's a pretty long line. A dude, I'm gonna say 23, 24, comes out with like 15 coffees on like a bunch of trays. He puts them on top of its car, turns. It's this big ass Range Rover, by the way, just so you kind of like get the kind of like, I'm a 21-year-old awesome, I think I'm a hot shit kid, right?
Right.
He comes out, puts the coffees on his car, looks at myself and this woman in front of me, and as the car in front of her starts to move, he steps out in front, puts his hand out like, stop. I'm going to back my Range Rover out. You guys wait for me. And I was like, why can't you wait for us? But the woman in front of me she was like, okay, I'll do that. And I was like, are you kidding me? What? And so he starts loading all these coffees. And meanwhile, all the cars in front of her have now moved up and over. And there's cars behind me, cars going into the street. And she won't move. Finally, she realizes this guy's still not in his car. It's been 5 minutes. And he's still not in his car. He's still putting stuff in his car and fussing around with the outside. So eventually the woman in front of me just decides to scoot up. And I like drive by him Luigi style, just staring at him like, you are an idiot. As I put every one of the cars pulled into the lane to go to the drive-thru, he had plenty of room to get out. He just thought that we would like ruin his day by blocking. He didn't even like have the concept that we would move out of the way. Like, eventually, we would move up and there would be no one there blocking him. He just was like, everyone stop. I am important. I need to back out first. You guys wait. I was just like, self-entitled prick. I hate people like that.
I never understand those people because it's like, they obviously are aware that there's other people around them. But in their mind, they're like, it doesn't matter because I'm awesome, so they gotta wait.
Well, I think it's the idea. A lot of people have that they'll wait mentality, right? Like, I'm doing a thing, you'll wait. And it baffles me because it shows a massive disrespect for everyone else but yourself. Like, you just don't care about anyone else's time. And I think maybe that's a lack of empathy. I would love to know if that's a sociopath thing.
Yeah.
Because they say 1 in 4? I'm just making up stats now. I don't know. There's a high percentage of people who are sociopaths. It doesn't mean that you're like a psycho killer. It just means that you just don't have empathy for other people, and you don't really give a damn about other people, and you just live your life like, I'm number one, and everyone else is a pawn in my game to become number one. Like that kind of stuff.
Like that God complex guy from that TwitchCon.
Yes, yeah.
I think it's always on a scale, right? It's never just like concrete. Like, there's times where I feel almost sociopathic where I'm like, I didn't care about that thing that happened, but then I also care about other people with other things. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's like various points on a spectrum where you're like, hey, you know, some people can see like a natural disaster happening. Like, there's a hurricane in Tahiti, and they like start crying, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm the exact way where I think I have a disconnect between, maybe I have mass empathy for like single person. So if I interact with you or I see a single person in trouble, I can like connect to that person and be like, how can I help? What can I do for you?
Yeah.
But when it comes to large things, I think maybe the world in which we live in, I see it I don't. You're right. When I see people who are like crying their eyes out about something that happened to people thousands of miles away that they don't really know, and I'm just like, that's terrible that it happened to them, but I don't feel that. And am I wrong for not feeling that? Or are you over empathetic? Like, I don't know. And I feel weird about that, because when it comes to a person, I'll be like, yeah, how can I help? What can I do for you? Like when people try to get through an aisle in a grocery store, I will move out of the way. I'll move my damn cart, right? I will try to make things easy on others. I will try to help other people. But yeah, when it comes to big things, I'm like, that sucks, but okay. Like, I don't know. And maybe I'm just desensitized to shit. I don't know. It's a weird thing to think about.
It makes you, because I've thought that too, where I'm like, am I just, not that empathetic? But then, like, I'll always do that too. Like, if somebody's in the way, or like walking and I'm in the way, I'm just like, oh, I like move out of the way.
Yeah,
or just,
if someone's hurt, or even if someone is in like emotional stress, I'll do whatever I can to help that person out, even if it means just like being there, right? And when it's one-on-one, I'm down to help. But for some reason, if you bring 3 people to that party, I'm like, cool, man, that sucks that happened to you. We're gonna go drink. Like, I don't know why. I have no clue.
Well, I always heard that there's like a thing where it's like, if it's just a big group, it's a statistic, but if it's one person, it's like a story.
Right, and I think
like,
that's how people justified horrible things throughout history. It's like, well, if you look at them at like this group, whatever group, as numbers and statistics rather than people, you can treat them horribly. Or I think that translates to online too, when you communicate with a person that you don't see and you don't know, and to them they're just like a name somewhere else. They're no longer a person, so you can like treat them terribly.
Well, it's like, especially with the internet, we live in a time where, unlike any other time I think ever, like, you're just constantly bombarded with things. So it's like stories and people and problems.
Maybe that's it too.
And this and that.
Where you're just
and
like,
so,
bad shit happens all the time.
Yeah, you just like sat in your village and you'd be like, old man Henry heard there's a kid in a well down there, and you're like, oh no, I hope it's not Jim Johnson's kid. And that was like your problem of the day.
Yeah, there's
and now it's just, you get every problem everywhere all the time.
There's a fascinating study that basically says that currently, at this point in time in history, we are the safest, luckiest we've ever been. We have the longest lifespans. We have the least violence. All these things. It's just statistically proven. It is the safest time to be alive. However, because of the constant bombardment of negative news, people perceive it as the worst. So they see conflict overseas. They see violence in the streets at home. They see all these different things, and they perceive it to be much worse than it actually is. But that's because in the past, just like you were saying, our information intake was so minimal that we just didn't know. And so at the same time, it also exposes us to things that we didn't really think about. So, things like spousal abuse, for example, in the past were things that people did not talk about at all. And now it's a thing where, yes, people are talking about it more and more and more. And I think that that's one of those examples of, now that's in our lexicon of like, oh my God, that's another thing that could happen. And people just get worried and bombard them with all this. And I think some people, rather than get worried and anxiety-filled and cry, instead are like us, who are just like, wow, that's terrible that happened to you. Are we going to go get a drink? I think that might be, I think we might be fallout of just like slow apathy burnout. I don't know. I have no clue. It's fascinating.
Shit's crazy, dude. It's happening fast. Too fast for me. That's why I don't watch the internet.
You're right. That's why everything I watch on the internet is like weird or food related. This reminds me of a conversation I was trying to have while watching the movie. What were we watching? Bandersnatch. Have you seen that yet?
No.
All right, I'm not going to spoil any of it for you. Go watch/play it. It's fascinating. I think modern FMV games are a little bit better, but it's like a good gateway to learning video gaming FMV style. It's kind of like baby's first Telltale game. It's kind of what it's like. But at one point during the game, there was a scene where he meets a game developer. And the game developer guy, he is I think you'll recognize this actor, but he trying to not spoil this in any way. He takes him back to his house, and his house is like, or his apartment. His apartment's fairly nice, but it's not like anything fancy. And I had a thought that I tried to explain to everyone in the room, but everyone thought it was crazy. And I want to try to re-explain it to you, and this is exactly how I tried to explain it to them, but they were like, "You're just high, man. You don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "Guys, it's fast. Don't you understand? This is fascinating." Like, you've said fascinating 15 times tonight. It was like, "Cause it is." The thought I had was, this guy in the 80s is a video game legend. He is the top of the heap, and video games at that time, nobody played them really. There was the market was very small. It was played, but it's nothing like today. That'd be crazy to say. So this guy was the king of his field, and let's say even at his best day, didn't make some of the money that you're seeing today. And how over the course of the last 20 years, it's built up and built up and built up to the point where there's an industry of people like us who just make money off of playing the video games. Did you ever think it would get to that? Now that I hear it, I sound crazy. Never mind. Never mind. Now that I hear it, I do sound crazy.
Sound like me.
But it was one of those things where I was just like, I sat there and I was like, man, think about this. If you look back at history, did you ever think that we'd end up like this, man? Where we're playing games, and some guy years ago was the best video game maker ever, and he made nothing, man. And now we just play them, and we can live off that. Think how far we've come. The more I say it, the more I'm definitely like, yeah, no, this is crazy talk. but it's true though, right? It's true.
I mean, it is true. It's but I mean, I'm probably not the best person, because I was always the person who was like, yeah, this might take off. Because I liked playing video games, and I liked watching people play video games. So I was like, yeah, this sounds reasonable.
Sure, of course.
So I mean, I'm like the last person you should ask, probably. So, but I mean, again, that's like a thought I'd have.
It was a very Crendor thought, yes.
Welcome to my brain.
You are welcome.
Enjoy your stay. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore, to be honest.
Well, that's how Crendor thoughts work, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think of fun things that happened, but I went to my parents' house. We played Clue for Christmas.
Ooh.
I'm very good at Clue. I haven't played Clue in years. I stomped in Clue. I won every single time. I was like, the very first time I won the game in 5 minutes.
Wow, so for people I didn't know you could win that fast.
That's what I'm saying. So for people who are curious, the way, at least according to the rule book, the way it works is that, you put the 3 cards in a little pouch, you put it in the middle, and then you go into a room and you have to say whatever room it is with a weapon, with a person, or a person with a weapon, whatever the order is, doesn't matter. I went to a room. I said, it's this character with this weapon, whatever I had said. And you're supposed to ask the person to the left of you, and if they have one of those cards, they show it to you, and that's how you get your evidence, right? And if that person doesn't have a card, the next person has to show you. And if that person doesn't have a card, the next person has to show you. So I literally was like, was it this character in here with this? And I go look over, nothing. Look across from me, nothing. Look at my mom, nothing. In the first 5 minutes, I literally just solved the case on complete random accident. I was like, I just guessed. And this was my like, is it this person? And we didn't know what to do because there's nothing in the instructions. So I was like, I guess I win. And we opened up the deck or the pack, and there was the cards. I was like, oh, okay. And everyone looked at me like, this isn't going to be fun, is it? I was like, no, I'm going to be very good at this. So I spent the rest of the night just beating up on everyone. It was great.
Damn. It makes me want to play Clue. I haven't played Clue in
That's
forever.
what I'm saying. Here's what's crazy. They changed Mrs. White to Dr. Orchid.
Dr. Orchid?
Yeah, Mrs. White became Dr. Orchid, and I don't know why. Maybe because, like, racist stuff, but I don't understand. I don't understand why.
Dr. Orchid.
Yeah, so it's now Dr. Orchid.
Hashtag not my clue.
That's what I'm saying. It was very weird. But the crazy thing is, they made Dr. Orchid look like Madeline Kahn from the Clue movie. I think that's who that is. One of the characters now, maybe one of the characters now literally looks like the lady from the Clue movie, which is very weird.
Wow, hold on, let's see. Yeah. Oh, wow, look at those new clues.
That's what I'm saying. Also, they have new things in it where you roll, when you roll the dice, there's a like clue symbol, and there are special clue cards, and those cards change up the game where, like, the person to your right has to show you one of their cards, or you get to do this to this person, things like that. So there's bonus things in it now, too.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, they've changed it. It was pretty fun. I had a good time. Mostly because I won, but I had a good time.
Winning's always fun.
It is.
That's a great life lesson.
There you go, kids.
Always win.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Sheen learned that one.
He did. Right when he got on cocaine.
Ay. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm ready for this year to be over. I'm done. Yeah, 2019. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for this year to happen. Speaking of 2019, it's time to make a resolution. And one of the best ones you can do for yourself is by getting your teeth healthy and clean. It's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for everyone else around you. Of course, we're talking about Quip. One of the most important things you can do for your health is brush your teeth every single day. Yet most of us don't even do that properly. You're supposed to do it 2 minutes every time. Some people just get in there and go, and then they're done. That was a terrible, I don't know, but I guess that's how you brush your teeth in sound. But spit. Yeah, spit. But Quip is an electric toothbrush created by dentists and designers to not only help you remember how long to brush your teeth for, but also help you make brushing kind of enjoyable. It's got sensitive sonic vibrations that gently massage your gums, because a lot of people, spoiler alert, don't even know how to like angle their brush properly. You're not supposed to go straight on. You're supposed to have it at an angle so it hits your teeth and your gums. The timer is every 30 seconds. It reminds you when to switch sides, and you can do left, right, bottom, and then left, right, top. And after 2 minutes, boom, you're done. It also comes with automatically delivered brush heads every 3 months for just $5.
You don't even have to worry about it.
It's incredible. It is a fact that most people don't brush right. It's a fact that most people have old toothbrushes that have worn out bristles that are completely ineffective. And this is why I say to you, you're going to love Quip, because you're going to see the difference. I'm not even joking. You're going to look at your teeth and you'll be like, oh my God, they are whiter. And I didn't even go to the dentist. And you're going to feel better about yourself. And then when you finally go to the dentist, he or she is going to be like, have you been taking care of your teeth? And you're going to be like, why, yes, I have. And they're actually going to look at you with pride instead of shame and hate, when they usually are like, have you been brushing? And you're like, yes, I have. And they know you're lying.
Again, Ricky, I can tell you're not flossing.
Yeah, they won't. You can go to them proudly now. So Quip is just $25 if you go to getquip.com/Crendor. That is getquip.com/Crendor. You get your first refill pack free with the electronic toothbrush. That is getquip.com/Crendor. Also, this is the thing I want to talk about for the longest time. We are sponsored by Calm. Calm is an app that I was like, all right, yeah, I'll check it out. Crendor, have you used this yet?
I downloaded it, but I haven't used it yet.
All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. Use it. It is so good. So basically, Calm is an app that is about meditation and deep breathing and slowing down your life and being mindful and really taking 10 minutes out of your day. And I guess you could set up however you want, because there's stuff to help you sleep, stuff to help you lower your anxiety, stuff to just calm you and make you more centered. It's fascinating. So you load up the app, and straight up, I'm just going to do this for you right now because I love this thing. First it says, take a deep breath, and then just... Whew. On my screen right now is a mountain range with some lovely trees and a moving, flowing river. It is incredible. When you first log in, you sign in and do all this stuff. It basically asks you what you're trying to achieve, right? It says, what do you want to do? Do you want to be more productive? Do you want to get some meditation in your life? Do you want to have something to help you relax? Things like that. Do you have trouble sleeping? Stuff. Do you have high anxiety? And then you select all these different things, and then it sort of formulates these programs for you. And I have, there's a bunch of stuff on here. First off, I have my daily calm, which is this lovely woman comes on. I don't remember her name right now, but she comes on. She's like, today, we're going to talk about mindfulness. Before we begin, take a few deep breaths. And the music comes on, and the noise in the background, it's very soothing, and it's like this white noisy kind of stuff.
Dude, I've got crickets on right now. You can hear it.
And it's like you just go, and then she's like, take a deep breath, either sit there or lay there or whatever you're doing. And it's not about falling asleep. You're literally just being mindful of your body. And I'm not even joking. The very first time I did it, I woke up, I was in a bad mood. I woke up in a bad mood. Did this, sat there in my office and just turned it on, and just, she's like gravity way down your body, and just focus on your breaths. And I was just gonzo. I messaged every single person I knew that day. It was like, yo, download this app now. It was crazy pants. I felt it. I was in the zone. It was like half ASMR, half feeling your spirituality. I don't even know where I was at. I was feeling breaths in a way it was amazing. I can't even begin to tell you. This is general excitement from myself to all of you out there. It was incredible. And I loved every minute of it. And with New Year's coming up, it's one of those times where everyone's trying to set goals, and this is that thing where this is a good goal to set for yourself, is every day just taking 10 minutes out of your time to just be calm and find some inner peace. And man, I dig it. I've used it every single day. And it keeps a little track, and it's like, you did it today. Good job. It is incredible. It's the number one. There's a reason why this is true. It's the number one app to help you meditate, sleep, and relax. It prioritizes sleeping and helping you feel more energized and helping you achieve your goals. It's incredible. If you head to calm.com/Cox, you get 25% off a premium subscription. This gives you hundreds of hours of programs, including guided meditations to things like anxiety, stress, focus, building brand new meditation each day called the Daily Calm, which I've been using. It's a perfect guide to help you just build this into your life. And I know a lot of people are like, meditation, bro. Trust me on this. I can't stress this enough. I've never done meditation before in my life, period. Jumped on board this thing, and I have not stopped. I love it so much. At night, they have sleep stories, which are bedtime stories for adults designed to help you relax before you doze off. There's things like Stephen Fry doing a thing, or Jerome Flynn from Game of Thrones does a thing. For a limited time, you listening right now can get 25% off of Calm premium subscription. That's calm.com/COX/Cox. And trust me on this. I need the more this is what's going to take. I know for a fact. Adventurous people out there, try it. Try it right now. Give yourself this gift for the new year and tweet at me. Tweet at me and then tweet at them too so they know. But more importantly, tweet at me, because I'm telling you, you're going to put this on and just do what it says and you will end up in a better place.
Calm.com/Cox.
Yeah, I just need to stop talking. I keep just wanting to talk about it. Anyway, let's head to Crendor.
Hey, it's going pretty
Chapter
good.
Chapter 7 is what I was trying to say.
Yep, I figured that much. So yeah, I'm up here. We're flying around. I'm actually pretty chilled out because I was listening to crickets on my Calm app. It's pretty nice. Makes it so I'm not even really paying attention to the traffic down there. I'm just kind of looking at the sky, looking at the clouds. And you ever just look out there and just see a cloud, but you're in the cloud, and you realize that cloud is just, it's just a thing you see, but really it's like you can go right through it. And when you think about that, isn't that just life? Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. That was like a deep thoughts with Crendor.
Yeah. Deep thought.
Can we try to make a deep thought? Like every single episode, you just have a deep thought?
Yeah, I like that. We'll open that as our New Year's resolution.
Yeah, New Year's resolution. 2019, every episode starts with a deep thought from Crendor.
I like it.
I like that too. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Now, just remember that so we don't forget it next time.
I'll probably forget.
Yeah, I'll probably forget it too. That's okay.
Anyway, what's happening in weather?
Weather. Hey there, Whoppy. Let's do a weather. Whoppy activated. 15265. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yo! I don't know how. I mean, we won today against the Bengals, but I don't know. The Ravens won.
Whoppy does not care about sports.
That's
Tonight,
right. That's
30
right.
degrees Fahrenheit. 10% chance humidity. Monday, high. 100% chance rain. High, 52 degrees. Wind southeast to 10 miles per hour. Chance rain, 100% rainfall.
Hey, Whoppy.
Near half
Hey, Whoppy.
an inch.
Hey, Whoppy.
Whoppy.
What do you care about?
Whoppy cares about weather. Monday night, rain, early, low, 43 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alexa?
Rainfall around quarter of an inch.
Alexa? Play.
Whoppy has taken out Alexa.
Oh my-
Tuesday,
oh my-
cloudy,
oh my
48
God.
degrees, 20% chance humidity. Slight chance of rain shower, high 48 degrees, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. There we go.
Whoppy took out Alexa?
Yeah, those robot wars are getting kind of
It's
crazy.
getting crazy. It's like the Cola War.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trouble.
Don't know what you're going to get out there.
All right, let's talk sports.
Sports. Ooh, it's a sports, and it's spicy out there, especially in the NFL football land, because right now we're ready for the playoffs, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are not there,
I'm aware.
and the Packers are also not there.
The Steelers, mind you, just for the record, were there. And
Yes.
and one terrible game last week are no longer there.
Yep, all they had to do is win last week, or beat the really bad Raiders.
Yeah.
They didn't do it.
No, they did not do it. And once again,
Nope.
being a Steelers fan means watching them win when they shouldn't win and watching them lose when they should win. And that is
And-
the fate.
Believe it or not, the Cleveland Browns finished the season 7-8-1.
That's not, I mean, that's not
7
bad.
wins. That is over the last 2 years. Again, remind you, they have had 1 win in 2 years. This year, 7.
What was the Bengals final?
They were 6-10.
So the Bengals did worse than the Browns.
Yes.
Let
the
that
Browns
sink in.
finished in third
Ohio
place.
fans, let that sink in.
Yep.
It's a
That
new day.
is-
It's a new day. Next year, oh my God,
It's
they're
a
coming
new
back.
day, a new era.
They're coming back.
Next
This
year,
is
the
it.
Browns are going undefeated. I'm calling it. Undefeated.
That is a limb I will not go out on with you.
So now the NFL playoff picture is going to be the Chiefs and the Patriots with bye weeks, the Saints and the Rams with bye weeks. And the matchups for next week's playoffs are Colts playing the Texans in Houston, the Chargers going to Baltimore to play the Ravens, the Eagles going to Chicago to play the Bears, and the Seahawks going to Dallas to play the Cowboys.
Here we go.
Which all are actually pretty good matchups. I'm excited to watch all these games. So that should be fun. And then let's be real, it's probably going to be like the Patriots winning again.
I'm not okay with that.
It'll
I can't
happen.
handle it.
You know it's gonna happen.
I just don't like the Patriots. I hate
Nobody
them so
does,
much.
except Patriots fans.
Even
That
Patriots
one time
fans.
last year, I was like, another Patriots Super Bowl. Like, I was just bored of it. I don't even care. Like, I don't hate the Patriots. I was just bored of the Patriots. Some guy on the Twitter was like, duh, jealous much? I was like, no. I'm just bored
You
of
got
seeing
me.
the same
You got
team.
me. So jealous.
You don't even understand, bro. So yeah, I'll be happy as long as the Bears lose, because that's the Packer rival. Vikings got knocked out of the playoffs. That was very fun. I'm also all aboard the Eagles hype train and Nick Foles. I think that's gonna be a good storyline. So yeah, that'll be fun. I actually do a football podcast every week, which
What's it called?
we've been doing. It's called Three Guys Talk About Football.
Mm-hmm.
And it's three guys, and we talk about football. Very fun.
That's a solid podcast.
Yep. It was pretty much we were all gonna play Madden together, and then that kind of fell through, and we only did it once. And then I was like, we always talked about football in the Discord, and I was like, hey, why don't I just do a podcast? And then we just did. So it's me, Sinvicta, Rob, or Alpaca Patrol, and then sometimes Bear Taffy from the NLSS.
Are you guys like the next Jim Rome? Remember Jim Rome? Whatever happened to him?
Jim Rome.
Remember Jim Rome? Whatever happened
He's
to
still
him?
a thing, because sometimes I'll listen to like the radio or see like a TV thing, and he pops on and he's like, time for my Jim Rome minute. What's the deal with the Baltimore Ravens? They've been playing well, but will they play well enough to take out the Patriots in Foxborough? I don't know, but that's my Jim Rome take. That's what it is.
Accurate,
and I'm
yeah.
like, all right. Cool. Yeah, he's still a thing.
Great. Cool.
And I talk about the other sports, but I mean, football's going to be over in a few weeks, so we'll have the rest of the
Yeah, we need to talk about the rest of
months
those
to talk about
stupid sports later. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go. We're
So condescending.
on our way to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Woo.
All right. Well, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. I'm gonna let you pick out of three.
Oh boy, this
There's
is always
Florida
fun.
woman arrested after committing robbery with toy gun, fleeing on tricycle.
Are we sure it wasn't just a bunch of children stacked on top of each other?
Judging from the picture, it's possible. There's naked man arrested at Planet Fitness, said he thought it was a judgment-free zone. And there is Florida man bites his brother's penis off after he walks in on his brother having sex with his cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket.
That has to be fake.
I'm pretty sure it's fake.
That's
it's
a
also
fake
from
story.
July.
Yeah, has to be a fake story.
Yeah, that's got to be fake. So I'm just,
That is too many boxes ticked and ridiculous to be real.
you know how I know it's fake? Because all these news stations never get that type of detail.
Right. Absolutely.
They're just like, what blanket were they doing it on? Like, no, they're just like, man did a thing, we'll get more information soon. And we're like, well, what happened?
Yeah, we've covered the news long enough to know that they don't really do their job.
Yeah. It's, there's no way. So,
Yeah.
this, what we got, let's see, hold on. This is actually a really short one. Hold on, with the tricycle woman.
I like this.
Florida woman's been arrested after robbing a postal worker with a plastic toy gun and fleeing on a tricycle. Leda Cristomo, 52, of Naples, was arrested Saturday. According to the Naples Daily News, while being handcuffed, Cristomo yelled that she was God and that voices were telling her to do things.
I mean,
They
God would, of all the cycles, God would ride a tricycle, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. It makes perfect sense.
Oh my God. It's true. And people are acting like she's crazy.
Yeah, they're acting like she's crazy, but that makes perfect sense to me.
Let's see. Then Cristomo stopped at a postal service mail truck, stole a single package before fleeing the scene on the tricycle. Then she also pointed the plastic toy at a jogger. She's being charged with felony armed robbery and aggravated assault.
Of course.
Interesting. All right. Well, here we go. A Massachusetts man apparently learned the hard way that a judgment-free zone philosophy at Planet Fitness only goes so far. Police say 34-year-old Eric Stagno was
Do we have a
walking
photo
around
of
naked.
Eric Stagno?
Yes, you know we do.
I need to see what this guy looks like, because in my mind, he is a... You know who he looks like? There's only two people. Either Rasputin or oh my god, the guy from what's the hell is the name? It's on the tip of my tongue. What is that guy's name? Oh my god, I need to figure this out.
If you look hard enough at this picture, it almost looks like you can see his real face buried within.
He looks like Jason Mantzoukas. Look up JASONMANTZOUKAS. He looks like Jason Mantzoukas.
Oh yeah, he does. Mm-hmm. He looks like if Jason Mantzoukas lost his job and went homeless and then ended up going to a Planet Fitness naked.
Absolutely.
Well, he was walking around naked at the Plaistow gym before settling in on the yoga mats. Officers arrived at the Planet Fitness to find him nude on his knees in a yoga-type position. He's just doing yoga.
This sounds more and more like Rasputin, but it also could be Jason. Yeah.
Haverhill Man was arrested without incident and charged with indecent exposure, lewdness, and disorderly conduct. The only statement that he made was that he thought it was a judgment-free zone, apparently referencing the chain's slogan. Gym-goers who saw Stagno's naked exercises reported feeling disgusted, sick, and unsafe.
Well, here's my question. On a level of, like, hairy, compared to the rest of the establishment dwellers, if this had been, say, like a really buff, hairless man, would they feel as disgusted? Or was it because he's so hairy that they were disgusted? And had it been a woman, based on level of hair, what disgust level would they have?
Oh yeah, it would have went down.
He may have a case here, because based on the amount of hair he has, I too am disgusted. But I feel like that's because I'm judging him for being so damn hairy.
I think so too.
As a man myself who is hairy, I would never do that, because I know people would be like, "That's a lot of butt hair." That's what I'm saying.
Hey, hashtag same.
Yeah, all we're saying is know your place in society. If you're a hairy dude, either shave it all. People don't want to see hair. They want everyone to be like a baby's butt. Naked babies, no one has a problem with. Never. Not a problem. You know why? Cute butts. Cute hairless butts. This guy had a cute hairless butt. I feel like there would be less of a problem.
Damn.
Yep.
But there's be somebody who's like, there's always somebody who likes hair.
Yeah, well,
it's true.
Yeah, but you don't like it at the gym.
Yeah.
There's
that's a
many perfect places for hair. The gym and a drain is not one of them.
Damn, dude. And he's right. He got judged.
He did get
the
judged.
Judgment-free zone.
I've judged him. Right now, I think we both judged him. Is a judgment-free zone there. He's right. He got judged.
Yeah. Honestly, I think he's got a case.
I think he has a case, too.
I think we're going to find out that he's going to take him all the way to the bank.
And if he doesn't win his case, he'll cast some, like, Russian evil spell on them, because this guy's definitely Rasputin.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right, well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for listening or watching or whatever you're doing while you're enjoying this. Crendor, hit up with the socials.
We've got so many socials. We've got SoundCloud.com/CoxandCrendor. We've got YouTube.com/CoxandCrendor for animations. YouTube.com/CoxandCrendor podcast. All one word if you want to see them on YouTube. We've got iTunes. We got Spotify. We've got our own YouTube channels. Just search Jesse Cox or Crendor in Google. You'll find all our stuff. Please watch this podcast. Watch all the previous podcasts. Go back. Listen to our first ever podcast. Make a playlist. Listen to all of them on repeat. Repeat them every time you run out of episodes. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. We'll just keep saying it. Repeat them. Repeat them.
Repeat them. Mm-hmm. Repeat them. Repeat them.
And hey, have a good rest of the year, y'all. Hopefully 2019 will be
safe,
awesome.
Hopefully good rest of your 2018. And if you're listening to this in 2019, it better be going good so far.
You better not have screwed it up already.
Better not have did it.
Better not have did it. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much. And as always, beep, to be continued.